Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Angie. Today, I'm going to make green bean salad. I made meatballs and sauce, and we're going to have meatball sandwiches tonight. But with it, we're going to have green bean salad. I learned how to make this when I was cooking at Our Lady of Libra for the cafeteria. Mary was in charge, the cook. And she used to make it, and the kids loved it. So she taught me how to make it, and I started making it. And my kids love it, and my grandson loves it. My granddaughter, well, she don't eat any vegetables, but it's okay. So what I have here is 2 cans of cut green beans, okay? You could use frozen, but you have to really cook them. They can't be hard. They have to be soft. Okay, so I have 2 cans of any brand you want, whatever on sale, cut green beans, okay? I have a half an onion that I'm slicing thin. You can see that right here. Okay, see how nice those pieces are? Because they're going to kind of pickle in with the vinegar and oil. So I'm just cutting this. I'm in a chef's kitchen. I love cooking in this kitchen, in my son's kitchen. Okay, it's really, it really is nice. So I have the onions, and I have about, I don't know, a quarter of the onion. Maybe I'll put a little bit more. You know, I don't measure, you know that from my past videos. So you can do as many as you like. See, I'm going to do a little bit more because, honestly, I like the onions. The flavor of the onions when you put the seasoning and the oil and the vinegar, it's really good. So, a little bit more. Okay. This is an easy side dish. And you could use it. It's good for barbecues. It's good with sandwiches. It's good with meatball sandwiches. It's good with pasta if you don't want to make a garden salad. And then that's it. Okay, so now, I need a spoon. All right, and I'm going to put a little garlic. I'm going to sprinkle a little garlic powder. Let me move this out of the way. And then, because I got to stir it. I'm a little heavy-handed today with the onions. I did it too much in the meatballs. I didn't cut them small enough, but you know what? They smell just like they always do, so that's a good thing. Okay, so let me mix this around and see the ratio. And you could use whatever you like. This is a pretty good ratio here. Okay, like I said, I don't mind the onions in this. And then I'm going to put some garlic powder, maybe a quarter to a half a teaspoon. Okay, you know I eyeball it, so. And then salt, a good amount of salt, maybe a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon to taste. Okay, I just, you know how I do it. And then oregano. It's very simple. You do need to make it a few hours ahead of time because it's got to sit. And then I just put maybe 1/8 to a quarter of a teaspoon of oregano. And then here's the pot. I have olive oil. Okay. Now my grandson likes this, and he's usually my taster, but he's at school, so he can't taste it. He don't like it too vinegary. The oil and vinegar is to your taste. If you like it more vinegary, you could do that. So I use olive oil and red wine vinegar any brands, any kind. If you don't want to use olive oil, if you don't like olive oil, some people don't like olive oil, you could use canola oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, or whatever kind of oil you want. But you really should use the red wine vinegar because I wouldn't use any other vinegar. It doesn't come as good. And then stir it up. See? Oh, wow. It smells delicious. Okay, it has a nice smell already. And I'm going to show you what the oil, oh boy, what the oil and vinegar looks like in the bowl. Nick, hold this. Okay. So you can see kind of the ratio of oil and vinegar, okay? And then, again, it's salt to taste, garlic to taste, the onions. And that's it, my friends. That's all you have to do, okay? It's quick. It took 6 minutes to make this. I'm going to cover it, put it in the refrigerator, and it's going to be ready to eat tonight. Okay, all right, let me just give it a little taste. I'll just take a little bit, and then I'll put this in the sink. It's good. It's a good thing I did it because I think it needs a little bit more oil. And I might have been a little heavy on the salt, but anyhow. So, but that's good because the beans were not salted, the onions aren't salted, and anytime you add oil to some kind of a dish, you need to add oil, okay? All right, so that's it, my friends. Enjoy, make this dish. Make sure you subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you next time on Cooking with Angie.